What's going on, y'all? We are out here today. It is super windy, but we got a good episode planned. We're gonna head out to an area I really haven't hit a whole lot this year, but it is loaded with redfish and speckled trout, so we should have a good trip out here. I am on the Hobie Pro Angler. We got a little bit of a paddle till we get out to the spot, but I will see y'all when we get out there. All right, we're out here to our first spot right now. We got a point just ahead, and I'm gonna kind of be fishing wide around that point. We're in a low tide cycle, and we're just going to kind of be keying in on bait, looking for any kind of ripples on the water, just any kind of reeds we get we're going to try to pay attention to. But the lure we're going to start off throwing is the Bugs Trout Thumper. I have caught some really big trout on this hair jig, and it's made with rabbit fur. I'll talk more about this lure a little later on. Let's see if we can get in here and find some fish first. Let's see if we can get us a cast right up along the grass. That wind is tough today, y'all. That's all right. As soon as we get on the other side of this point right here where that wind is just pushing all that current around, I think that's gonna be the strike zone. We're on. There we go. He nailed the fire out of it. That's a decent one. That is a decent trout right there, y'all. On the doggone Trout Thumper. I mean, she came up and just smacked it. What a eat. And that is a really nice trout right there, y'all. What a way to kick off the morning. Woo! Let's go. I have been informed by some viewers that "let's go" is not a saying for adults, but whatever. When I get pumped up, there's no telling what I'm gonna say. And look at that doggone trout to start the morning, y'all. And she just inhaled that Trout Thumper. What a bite. Y'all check that girl out right there. Such an awesome fish. Probably sitting right around 18 and a half. Yeah, there are definitely some good trout sitting in the area. Go ahead and get a good release on her. Appreciate the bite, girl. Bye-bye. Man, let's see if we can't get in here and get another one right here around this point where that wind's just shoving all that water. She was sitting pretty shallow. Well, we're in 5 foot right here, so that actually seems to be a pretty decent depth. We are drifting towards the channel. Right out here there's a good nice ledge, so if we're not finding them tight to the point, we'll ease over there around that ledge and try around that area. Well, y'all, I'm up here on the water now, and my drive just snapped on me. My cable snapped. Got a guy coming in here right now. I'm about 5 miles from the launch, and my doggone drive just snapped. And this drive is only about 2 months old. I have a lot of people asking questions about how my drive's held up since having issues. Well, here you got it right here. Broke down again. See if I can get this boat to give me a ride back in. Man, I'm sitting here kayaking. I launched over at Hall's Mill and my drive just broke. I ain't got no way to get back. No, hell no. Dude, I'm just glad you're coming through.
I'll be glad to carry you. Where are you?
I'm out of Hall's Mill. At the there's a kayak launch up on Hall's Mill. Do you happen to have any rope or anything?
Yeah, I do.
Man, I apologize for disrupting your fishing trip here.
Go and tell it. I get it.
There we go. I'm gonna throw this rope to you. There you go. Oh, there you go.
A little bit faster.
we are back at the ramp now. Shortest fishing trip of the year so far. Huge shout out to Jim, give me a tow back in. That guy's a lifesaver. I was about 6-7 miles away from this ramp, and being in my PA, I only had half a paddle. Even if I had the whole paddle, to be able to kayak or to paddle all the way back up in here against a stiff wind, I would have never made it. I would have had to have called somebody, waved somebody down. Man, we were on good fish. I mean, as soon as we got out there, we stuck a good trout on that trout thumper. Decided to make a move all the way up the river, and I was just going to drift it all the way back down and hit some other areas. But as y'all saw, my cable right inside there snapped and my drive became immobile. So I get asked all the time from people that want to know how my kayak is holding up. A lot of like the older followers have seen some of the issues that I had with this kayak about 3 years ago, and truth be told, the issues have gotten better. I have not snapped any more belts. So your 360 right here, you have a belt that runs all the way through that comes down to right here that turns that gear, and I have not snapped any more belts. So whatever Hobie did to fix that issue, they did a good job. But I still go through about 2 or 3 drives a year, if not more, because the bearings are still getting worn out. I'm still having bearing issues, snapping issues. And then I got my cable today that just snapped. This drive is only about 3 months old, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, here's the thing. I love the kayak. The Hobie 360 is a machine. It provides total control on the water, and in my opinion, it is the most advanced technology in kayak fishing. Me fishing the tournaments that I fish, guiding, doing kayak charters, things like that. I'm guiding people out here on the water. I want whatever's best. I've never been a Hobie team member, pro staffer, anything like that. I'm just an angler who really enjoys fishing out of a Hobie. I have, the only pedal drive kayaks I've ever owned were Hobies, because I do believe that the Mirage system is the best system available to kayak anglers. And like I said, me fishing full-time, fishing for a living, I have to have, I want to have whatever the best technology is, whatever's going to be the best equipment to put me on fish, put my clients on fish. That's what I want. The problem is that this kayak is $5,500. That is a lot of money for a hunk of plastic, a drive, a rudder, and a comfortable seat. I'm willing to pay that amount of money. However, it's gotta be reliable. You know, I fished a big tournament on Saturday where I was on the water for 12 hours. I did end up winning that tournament. Had my kayak broke on me while I was in the tournament, you know, what would I have done? I just had to get towed back in and my day would have been over. On Friday, I got an offshore trip planned where I'm going 3 to 4 miles offshore out of Navarre. What happens if my drive breaks on me and I'm 3 to 4 miles offshore, no boats around, and I'm stuck in a heavy current, or a squall pops up? What am I going to do then, right? So the reliability plays in the back of your mind. Is my kayak going to get me through the next trip? If I have paying clients, are my paying clients going to have to cut their trip, their vacation fishing trip short because a kayak broke? You know, you got these people that come from out of town, they book these kayak fishing trips, they watch us on YouTube, they're pumped up, and their vacation is planned around these fishing trips, and I take them out here and the kayak breaks. You know, that's their whole highlight of their vacation is now kind of done for. I don't know, I'm just kind of ranting and going on about it. I love the kayak, I just don't know what to do about the reliability. I've had a lot of people that have seen me fishing more out of my links here lately, Well, the Lynx is an amazing machine and it's reliable. I don't have to worry too much about it. I do have one more thing to say. For those of y'all that think that it's just me, right? It's just me and I'm hard on my kayak, or I don't take care of the drive, or I don't maintenance it, all the things that people are going to say, right? Everybody I know who has ever owned a 360 has had a warranty done on their 360. Every drive that I've ever known anybody to have, they've had at least one warranty drive. Multiple people have had warranty holes. I've had a warranty hole where I've had cracks that have formed down in my seat. A common issue that people are having these days are cracks that are forming inside this well right here. So all of these are manufacturer defects. You know, these kayaks are not old enough to, I say that, you know, I'm assuming that those kayaks, or those cracks that form in those wells right there, have to be due to some sort of weak area in the mold. Anyways, I don't want to speculate on stuff like that. I do love my kayak, however, it's not reliable, and for those reasons I really don't know what I'm going to do moving forward, but it just can't keep happening, y'all. So y'all let me know, what are your thoughts? Comment below. Would you buy this kayak? Do you already have this kayak? Have you experienced these issues? Let me know. I would love to hear y'all's feedback on that. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. If y'all would, hit the like button, comment, share the video, subscribe. We'll see y'all next time.